With 99 delegates up for grabs in Florida next week, how did last night's debate affect the voters in the Sunshine State with so much on the line? Pollster Frank Luntz asked real Republican voters from Florida that very question. He joins us right now from Miami, where he did some yeoman's work for Megan about 20 minutes ago, it seems like. First off, Frank, welcome back. First off, there was such a different feel to that debate. Is that what you put to your focus group?
Yeah, I wanted to ask them because the last debate they were so critical and so hostile and angry at the candidates for what they did. This time they absolutely loved the substance, they loved the style, they loved the candidates, and we've got a clip to show you that that proves it. I want a word or phrase to describe tonight's debate.
Informative.
Presidential.
Substance.
Civil. Team players.
Serious. They took the challenge and delivered.
Inspiring.
Refreshing. What was so powerful?
Well, it seemed like they were talking to us tonight and spending less time talking to their counterparts.
I wasn't afraid to look at the television. I was actually engaged in what was going on because it was presidential.
I got to ask,
professional.
are you a mom?
Yes, I am.
Were you concerned about your kids watching the other debates?
I was.
What about this one?
Not tonight.
So what's the difference?
I believe it was more substantive and professional, and you know, it told us a little bit more about the candidates and a little bit more detail about what they believe and what they want for America.
That's who I got, too.
Pretty good. It was pretty good. And the thing is, every candidate went up, and this I've never had this in any of the debates in 2016. They felt better about Rubio. They felt better about Cruz. They felt better about Kasich. They felt better about Trump. In fact, this is Donald Trump's best performance to date. That there was none of the negativity because there was none of the fighting, and they really felt that he was dealing with substance, with issues this time. So they all did well.
Yeah, so you actually asked the group to grade Trump's performance in a word or two, so let's look.
In a global economy, Donald Trump understands the challenges that American businesses face, and he seems to have the power and the knowledge on how to deal with those challenges.
You sound like a Trump supporter.
Yes, sir.
You sound like a strong Trump supporter.
Yes, sir.
One more in the back.
He actually this time gave us specifics. He acted presidential. He acted like he knew what he was talking about. He did a really good job on that.
How many of you thought Trump sounded presidential tonight? Almost all of you. It's pretty good. And the thing is, even people who weren't voting for him had a positive reaction to him. Although I have to tell you, that guy who spoke first in the front, I'm convinced that he actually beat up at least half a dozen of those participants before they went on the air.
Right.
That guy was tough.
He does
Every candidate's got to feel good about last night. And actually, if those are the debates, then the Republicans should be having more of them.
Well, Frank, too, I guess Reince Priebus, when his speech before, they also agreed to stop cutting each other off. And when Donald Trump's open remarks were about bringing the party together, you got a sense this would be different. The big question to you is, did Donald Trump do enough to take Ohio and take Florida and leave only Ted Cruz standing?
Oh, that's the $64,000 question. Here's the issue. Do you get the turnout? The polls show that Trump is winning in Florida. The polls show that Kasich and Trump are too close to call in Ohio. And I've been watching. Do candidates overperform? I never duck any of these questions, particularly from you. This one, Ohio is too close to call, and Marco really did help himself in Florida. But the gap between Trump and Rubio was so big that I don't know if he'll be able to close it. And Ohio, Kasich has a slight advantage, even though some of the polls have shown Trump up by a couple of points.
And he did lock up Urban Meyer yesterday. Thanks so much, Frank Luntz. Appreciate it. Great work last night and this morning.
Thank you.